there was a guy who ate his parents, and he was
ate his parents.
Yeah, he was a cannibal, killed and ate his parents, and he outlived his life sentence. So he got out in like 2012. I really don't want to talk about this guy again.
Wait, how do you outlive a life sentence?
They gave like 25 years back then, or until you die. So 25 years you're considered.
So 25 years or until you die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was under a guy. They got different guidelines at different times. So he was under these guidelines.
Outlived it.
Yeah, 25 years or life. So, and he was already a certain age.
What are the health benefits of eating human beings? Jesus Christ.
You know, he ate his own leg. He had a pair of dentures. They gave him his teeth. You know, they took care of him. And he took the dentures and bit a part of his calf out with the teeth. I was just chewing on it, you know, and that's how I got to meet him. I was running these, I'd have to run these baths, and they walk him in, you know, he'd go in there and do his thing. But how a guy gets to that point, you know, there were certain things, like when he did his ritual of that compared to his ritual of taking a bath, were, you know, two different people. He would talk different and everything else. But I knew
he would be like different people during different times of the day?
Yeah. Like I'm saying, nobody can consistently. Now, there is people that are 24/7 like that, I'm sure. I don't really know any of them, because you always need something. Even if you act like you don't, you always need something. So your whole demeanor changes. It might be fake, but it's different, you know. But far as nobody home, I've seen that, and it's a scary thing when there's nobody, there's no lights on. And my buddy used to get there all the time. He'd stab people all the time. I was like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Quit stabbing people. And he would do it all the time. You break a plate, he stab you. You know what I mean? Like he broke one guy, he bumped the plate on the wall, and it was his old lady's dad's, or that's dead. Plate hits the ground, and the guy didn't seem remorseful enough, so he stabs him. And when he goes to stab him the second time, I grab his arm and I pulled him back, and I'm like, calm down. And I grab the guy and I throw him down the stairs just to make him feel better, you know what I mean? But not stab him anymore, because he's going to leak out all over the place.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was just crazy. But I used to hang around with that guy all the time, because he, you know, just made me look normal.
What was this cannibal guy like?
Oh, so Lurch.
Lurch was his name? Was he tall?
Tall, 6'6", white, pasty, you know, been down 25 years, 20, whatever.
What was his ethnicity?
I think he was a white guy. I don't know. He could have been like Scandinavian or something.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I saw a documentary about like an Asian guy who was a cannibal.
Yeah. It was ingrained. I don't know where he got it from. I don't know, but he'd been down for a long time, and I didn't have a lot of interactions with him, but a few. I had to, you know, get a shank out of his hand and choke him out one time. He was going to kill his nurse. Yeah, and I didn't want that known, but yeah, he was gonna. This lady just talked to him like real disrespectfully and was rude. And not to say like the guy didn't do bad stuff and he deserves this and that, but when you just don't talk to people that don't have nothing to lose like that,
right?
You know what I mean? And think you're gonna be okay, unless you're a tough person and you're gonna handle yourself. But she wasn't. She was just reckless with her mouth. So I warned her about it, and then I was, you know, I don't like to get involved, but I ended up doing that.
What was he trying to? What was he doing?
He was going to cut her, you know, or eat her. I don't know. Who knows what his plans were? Yeah. But he had a knife, and he was like he just kind of shared it with me, and I said, hey, pop this door. I went in and got it from him. At least that she'll get a chance. And then the guards that seen it, they said something to me. I said, look, don't put that out there. You know what I mean? At all. So. I don't know. It kind of made me feel like I was, I don't know, conflicted, because I don't like to get in people's business. Or
did he ever talk about? Did you ever ask him like, what the fuck happened to you?
Nah, I wasn't that interested, because
really?
because I've always had a strong thing that you should look out for your mom and dad. And of course, who knows? Maybe they beat him.
Right.
Who knows what his deal was?
They probably weren't that nice to him.
Probably. Maybe it was just crazy. I don't really know, and I didn't want to know, because anytime I got an idea in my mind that you're a bad person, then I got to do something about it. You know, so I just,
okay, I see.
I just stayed out of it, you know. And if I hear you're beating old people or something like that, or beating your parents up and they didn't do nothing or something, you know, I'm going to do something to you. So I don't want to know.
Right.
At that time, I didn't know how to just process that and say, oh,
you're learning.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
A plus B equals me in the box.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
And I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So.
If you tell me some crazy shit you did and
Yeah.
I don't like it, I'm going to hurt you. And at that time, you know, so yeah, I just stayed out of it. But yeah, there was people I got to know like that where nobody was home at times. And there was a doctor that dealt with Dahmer that worked there. And he told me some crazy stories about Dahmer.
Really?
Well, he told me that the guy can run like 20 miles and not break a sweat, like crazy things. He can mind over matter certain things. He can lose 10 pounds and like that, or he can gain. He can strong mental capabilities, but nobody's home. He would say, like, and he had some memorabilia, and he had the first woman executed in Florida too. He had her sheet. He would buy weird things like that off of, you know, the blood spot and the starch board. It's like a starch board. Those sheets they kill you on with lethal injection.
He would buy this shit?
Yeah, he would like get it. You know, he had hookups on it, but on
Yeah.
eBay you could sell that stuff for like, I don't know, $300,000 or some crazy number for. I got to sit in the electric chair, so if I could have took a piece of that with me, that would have been cool. So because they couldn't lift these packs in the back of the electric chair, they're like 450 pounds.
Yeah.
All the guards are kind of fat and out of shape. But so I go down there. I said, I'll do this. I'm gonna pull them out. I want to sit in the chair. You know, at the time I was still crazy, and I got to sit in that thing, and it was eerie. It was eerie.